Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to do bark grafting of your apple trees. Now, well, the first thing you do is to select a stem and then you do a clean cut. So say I have a small saw. Yep, so I just cut through. Now make sure you get rid of all the dead wood so the spot that you graft on is going to be healthy, okay? Alright, now let's have a look. Yeah, now that looks very good. It's all clean and healthy. No dead wood at all. Now right near the top, because springtime, the apple tree send the sap flow to the top to ready to grow. Now, you would hope that at this point in time, the bark will asleep. And that makes it possible for you to detach the bark from the stem to make room for the scion to go in. Alright, so the next thing to do is to do a straight cut down, and we'll test and check to see whether the bark actually slip away. Alright, so yeah, they have the other end, but I find that, too blunt, so I'll use the blade. Now, gently pry the bark off to see whether it actually slip away. Now, in this case, it looks good. It's good. It slip away, yeah, properly. Yes, so that means springtime and the apple stem is ready. All right, now this is the time to select a scion to go on. All right, it should be fairly small. You can't really fit a big one here. All right, so a utility knife, and look carefully at how I do the cutting. Now, one of the side, I want the thing to be having a very small angle, and that side. Now the small angle, and that side will. All right, so one end will have a sharp angle, has to be very thin. The other end is a little bit sort of wider. Now strip the bark very gently. Don't strip too much. You don't want to get the cambium layer out of the way. No, you want to retain that. So you want to strip away just the surface. Now that is actually very, very good. Now, so next on the other side, we'll do the same thing. Now, the idea is that you need to graft two. The reason is because if you have two grafts on both sides, later when it grows, the two together will be able to grow and completely cover the big cut of the stem. And you will eventually, after a year, you don't even know. You sort of think that there are two stems coming out of the house. They actually grow and they blend in really nicely. Now, sometimes you are unlucky, one of them die, but that is still okay. It's not so bad. But if you have two and they are all good, you get a perfect look. And the strength, and they protect each other, everything looks really, really good. Okay, it's the time to wrap everything up. I use grafting tape here. And what it does is that it will help you hold the scion in place and keep the moisture for the grafts. could be a little bit awkward. Take a bit of time, do a careful job. Alright, now that is pretty good. The next step to do is to put the electrical tape on. Now what it does is that this tape has strength, so you can pull it really hard and like create your pressure. So pull it really hard. Now this will keep the graft firmly in a place. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to put some sealant onto the wound. Now this is a stuff that you can easily buy on eBay or from any gardening like shop. It's sort of a powdery kind of compound in a liquid form at first, and you just put it on. It will dry up and cover and protect the cut, and it helps to reduce the amount of moisture loss that will happen. Okay, so you seal it generously. Now that's it. Now this will dry over a few hours, create a layer to protect the wound. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to put a rubber band on. It will give a very strong pressure, right? So the pressure will help to push the scion to the hose, and the very firm contact will help the two to heal together. The sunlight will break down the rubber band within about 3 weeks, and that means after that you don't need to remove it at all. It will just break down, and by that time the healing already happened, and I would expect that the scion already start to grow, new leaves and perhaps a few flowers as well. Now, and after this step, we just put the bag on. It depends. You may not need to do this in your part of the world, but in Sydney I have to, because the temperature between day and night can be, the gap can be really high. So at night time the temperature may be 4 degrees, but in daytime like today, the temperature shot all the way to 30 degrees Celsius. Now that's really hot. And so you need all the protection. And then I cut a little bit of a hole up the top, so the hot air can get out. Now the moisture in the paper towel will keep the graft moist enough, and we also have very strong wind as well, and so this will give all the protection that the graft need. And this is how I get close to 100% success rate.